Let's talk about one of the major roadblocks standing in the way of people achieving successful wealth-building results. Let's talk about short-term debt. Things like credit cards that don't get paid off at the end of each month, car loans, student loans, home equity lines, 90-day same as cash, revolving credit, things of this nature. Short-term debt, without a doubt, is a destructive force. It's an obstacle standing in the way of successful wealth-building results. If you pay 18% non-deductible, while at the same time a similar amount of cash flow or capital is trying to move forward at 8% taxable, progress is not being made. We see that every day as we analyze people's financial situations. People have money invested in a 401k plan, they're trying to asset allocate correctly, and they're trying to hope the market behaves and works favorably, and they're trying to grow money that someday will be taxed at an 8 to 10% rate of return, while at the exact same instant they have an anchor in their financial situation that's keeping them stuck or actually causing them to move backwards. We find people that live lives totally reliant on short-term debt. The cost of consumer debt is not just the payment itself, but it's the lost use of that money that's now gone from your financial picture forever. A $10,000 annual credit card payment into property that's going down in value over time will cost several $100,000 by the time you reach retirement. It's those payments each year plus the lost use of money that's no longer a part of your financial picture. Financial balance, by definition, includes a life that's debt-free. Beyond your primary mortgage, you would have no short-term debt on your balance sheet whatsoever. No car payments, no credit card bills that have balances past the end of each month, no student loans, or anything that has a non-deductible high interest rate and short-term nature attached to them. People who can learn to live debt-free will create significantly more wealth over time. The question is, if you're in debt, what to do about it. Some financial experts would have you pay off debt as soon as possible and then save. If you take 5 years to pay off debt and then save, what you've lost is time that can never be recovered. You've also exposed yourself to short-term situations that might crop up that you have no defense against. The loss of a job or some other life event that requires capital that now is not in play because you've used it to pay off a credit card balance. So while the elimination of short-term debt is a critical financial decision, how to eliminate the presence of existing debt is also very important. It might be that you should pay the minimum payments on your credit cards for the time being and use that additional cash flow to bolster your short-term liquidity and to make sure that your insurance portfolio is as strong as it should be. Think of it this way. If you had a choice between credit card bills or your family, what would you choose? There's ways in which debt can be eliminated permanently from your financial picture. And there's also ways to do that in which you're not exposed in the interim while debt is eliminated. Living a life that's debt-free, saving 15 to 20% of your annual income produces a result in your future that's a world removed from one that includes debt, short-term debt on an ongoing basis. Work with a living balance sheet professional. Find the right way to eliminate short-term debt from your financial picture forever. And make sure that as that is being addressed, that you're protecting yourself and your family against the unknown of what might happen today.